up, YouTube? Welcome back to On The Gas Show. We're back with another video, guys, and today's gonna be an exciting day because we're here at the shop doing more construction. But today, guys, we're actually gonna be heading with my boy Flaco. We are gonna be working on the skunk truck just because last time we took it to the track, it's always been missing. Machete couldn't even make a pass. I don't remember who was all driving that truck, but they couldn't make a pass because it will be backfiring. So we're gonna rewire some stuff different. I think it was like the cam sensor. So we're gonna be unloading it from the lift and we're gonna be taking it with Flaco. I'm thinking about also bringing down the Holly truck, bro. This Holly truck, we took it, we made it a road racing truck, but it doesn't, the boost ramp is kind of not working too well. It's too slow and it's not too fast. So I think we're just gonna do the regular tune that it had before, like a track tune. Besides that, I really haven't used that truck in a long time. I think it's time to bring it down, right? And drive it a little bit.
Yep, I think it's been up there for the whole year.
It's been up there for too long. It's been up here for too long. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move the McLaren, move the gaps, and then unload it. We're gonna put both of them on the trailer, take it to Flaco, drop this one off, get this one tuned real quick, and today's gonna be fun. Let's go. finally made it over here to Flaco Performance. My boy Flaco stays out in the sticks. He stays really, really far. About an hour drive, an hour and some change from the shop. Let's go say what's up, and then let's unload the trucks. We got all kinds of shit here. ¿Qué rollo? La madre, ¿qué es esto? Alright guys, check this out. This is not an LS with a Hellcat blower. This is a Hellcat engine, a Hellcat blower, the whole 9 yards.
Transmission.
Oh, transmission too? 8-speed. How'd you make it work?
What's the shit?
Yeah, all the harnesses.
What's the harnesses?
Well, yeah, I mean, you get the correct harnesses. You gotta get the shifter for the Charger or the Challenger. You gotta use it. Come in. Factory radiator, factory condenser, factory fans.
And it fits real nice in here.
Yeah.
It's nice and snuggled and smooth. Motor mounts, everything, or everything had to be custom?
No, everything's custom. Yeah. The headers, I gotta do some smaller headers that are real tight to the block.
Okay.
I couldn't use the factory ones.
So these are the custom ones?
Yeah, it's just, they sell those.
Okay.
Yeah, but they just basically hug the block. Say like if somebody wants to do a turbo kit, they can use those, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they run back and down and they actually clear everything.
It kind of looks like a log, right?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nicer with it's aluminum or
Stainless.
stainless.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Whose truck is this?
Guys from Florida.
Florida.
Yeah. Same.
Going all the way to Florida.
Yeah, same one from the green one that I did.
The green one.
No, verde así igual que esta.
OBS?
Yeah.
Oh, they got
That
some.
one I did a 6.2 LS3 crate engine, Whipple blower, 480, and fuel system, rear end, Caltrax, you name it, all the rest.
So this one's gonna be, is it upgraded or is it just stock?
No,
stock,
the motor's all stock.
stock, just tune.
Just tune on the motor, tune on the tranny, cold air, and the exhaust.
The exhaust. Nice. I don't think I've ever seen this one. Was this the motor that was laying here the other day?
Yeah. Motor and tranny.
Rims, okay, 17 by layers, okay, show.
Yeah, I got 17 by 11s on it. So I'm doing the brakes right now. I just did the front ones. I got to do the back ones. I got to change the gear to 273 because the red eye has 267 and the regular Hellcat's got 309 or 306. But this one's got a real small tire. It's 25 and a half. So I'm putting the 273 so it'll match the same gearing. Yeah. So it'll ride like a regular Hellcat.
Yeah. So is this a cruiser or a burnout truck or what? It's just a cruiser?
Cruiser and show. Yeah.
I see the red interior.
Yeah.
Is it red or orange?
It's red.
It kind of matches the engine a little bit if you don't really pay too much attention.
Yeah.
Nice.
Should drive for badass though.
I don't think I've ever seen one.
No?
OBS,
There's not.
like with a complete Hellcat.
I know there's an S10.
There's an S10. I've seen the S10,
Yeah.
but not an OBS.
Yeah, no. The S10's got a turbo 400. I did see a C10, like a 70 some model.
Okay.
But it was this motor with the 6-speed. Yeah. I did see one of those.
You know what I haven't seen? I haven't seen a cat eye with a Hellcat motor. How much is it? A lot of money for the harnesses and shit.
Well, I mean, to begin with, the motor and tranny is 20 to 22, you know that?
Yeah.
And then the harnesses, you're going to spend about 7,500.
7,500 on the harness, and then everything else that has custom stuff that has to be made.
You need the like this one, it's got the oil cooler.
Yeah.
And then it's got the heat exchanger for those with the fan. I mean, you just got to adapt everything.
Yeah.
This one's got factory the upper and lower water lines, factory radiator, factory fans, you name it.
I like it because it looks like it just belongs here, you know?
This is actually also from a 2020 Charger Hellcat.
Okay.
I modified it on the bottom and it made it fit.
Okay,
Looks
okay.
factory like a car.
Yeah.
Stock ECU.
I see it
you
over
know.
here.
But it's got two different harnesses, one for the engine and then one for the transmission. So they're not. It's
Together.
not just one of them.
Okay,
you
gotcha,
got to
gotcha.
get two of them. With that, it allows you, if you want to do paddle shift, you can do paddle shift. If you want to get crazy and do like the Hellcat gauges,
Yeah.
you can also do it.
So you can do everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh, yeah.
Now, how hard is it to do this? Because I got a blower. I got a Hellcat blower to put it on LS.
You got to get the brackets.
The brackets?
The ICT, I believe.
Is it the brackets? And then I think the hardest part is getting all the pulley stuff, right?
Yes. And then obviously you got to get a controller for this. This is your bypass. You got to get a controller for it. So because when the throttle opens, this one closes. It's backwards.
Okay.
This is like another throttle body. Same thing.
But this is to keep it on idle.
it's open at idle. That way it'll bypass, and then when you floor it, it closes so that the air goes in and it makes the boost. If not, it won't make the boost.
Gotcha.
But the harder part is getting all the bracketry and everything to line up.
That's what I heard. The kit was easy to get, but the pulley stuff,
Yeah.
it has to be like a CTSV
Yep.
pulley style, and
Yeah, you
just
gotta
make it work.
configure everything. Honestly, your best bet is this. Somebody asked me, they're like, well, why didn't you put a LS with the?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is just another LS with the blower.
Yeah. No, this is cool.
Yeah.
This is the whole setup.
Yeah.
No, this is.
I mean, it already comes with plenty of power. It makes plenty of power.
Yeah. Boy, well, like, how much power do these make?
I think they're 717.
717
So this thing will probably make maybe 620 to the tire.
to the wheels.
Yeah. And
That's-
then in his other truck with the 6.2 also, whip on 10 pounds on regular gas made 611.
Also, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Well, I think they're going to be the same, but honestly, I think this will be faster just because of the transmission. Even though they might make the same power, but because of the 8-speed, I guarantee you this will be faster.
It'll go faster. It'll make a faster time because of the.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, this transmission is pretty badass. And actually, with that harness, you can put this tranny behind an LS, behind a 4-cylinder, or behind whatever.
They're getting all technical with the harnesses to make everything work and
Yeah.
shit. This is a pretty cool build. I've never seen one.
The only thing I'm lacking is I'm waiting on the fuel pump setup. It's got a dual fuel pump setup. So I already got all the lines. Once I do that, it'll fire up.
Be ready to go.
Yeah, it'll fire up. And then I gotta take to the exhaust.
It's different for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. You can do the LS, and the guy owns another one, like I said, with the 6.2, the crate motor, Whipple. So he wanted this one different.
Yeah, it's different.
That's
for sure.
So he's like, hey, can we put a Hellcat in it? I'm like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So
Está.
it's almost about done. Then after that, ya nomás de llevarla que le make custom lines to the AC y todo le jala.
Yeah, I see the AC was still here.
And actually, the wiring harness, it's got everything it's got a lead for it that you plug in whenever you turn the AC, and it'll turn the AC compressor on.
Okay.
So the harness that's on this motor is the factory one. This is the one that came from Hellcat.
Okay.
And then the other one is a piggyback with the ECM that plugs into this existing harness, and all this is factory from Dodge.
Es un pedo, no crees que lo puedes hacer en tu casa. Es un pedo, no. Tienes que saber lo que estás haciendo porque si no lo mandas a la verga.
Este no es como un L swap que te vale $5,000, $8,000.
This is
caro.
it's expensive. It's Hellcat too, and it's the good thing is they sell a bunch of parts to make it work. You just gotta know how to put it together and to do it right. Maybe you can put it on and make it work and shit, but you're gonna have your misfires here and there. But the way Flaco did it seems like he got the right parts, and well, he knows what he's doing.
I mean, I just did a little research on what I needed before I did it.
Okay.
Porque obviously this is the first one I do.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Coyotes, I've already done a bunch.
Yeah.
But this is the first one, and actually it's been getting a lot of good feedback. I already got 2 guys that possibly want to do the same thing.
There you go. All it takes is one, and then they start falling from the sky. Now let's talk about this one. What is this? Mater's brother or something, or what?
Shit, I don't know. It's like a 40,
What
like a
year is
40
yours?
something. No, it's not mine.
No, what year is yours?
Oh, mine's 53.
53.
This is like a 46, 7.
Is it the same? Like, is it a Ford or is it something else?
No, this is a Ford.
There's a Ford as well.
But the guy brought it over, and it just had a bunch of stuff, and it still has a bunch of stuff.
Oh, it's on the leg.
So all I did was just fire it up for him, check a couple of things, and he's gonna come pick it up.
Okay.
That's it. He still got to fix a bunch of stuff. He just wanted it que
Turn it
prendiera.
on. Okay.
Que prendiera nomás.
Got the custom.
Yeah.
Looks a little funny.
It looks like the Jeepers Creepers.
It looks like it's missing something. What is it missing? A bumper?
Well, missing the bumper.
Or is it just too smooth?
No,
the grill.
They smoothed it out.
Oh, okay.
Normally it takes like some steel.
Yeah.
That goes
Some,
like,
some,
como un bigote.
The grill. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the wheels. I mean, it looks cool, different.
It's got good wheels.
Got the forces and everything. Like we got all the projects going on. All right, Flaco. So we brought 2 trucks.
Yeah.
Gonna retune Holly, and then the other one was working fine, but I think the fuel pump ya no se escuchó la fuel pump.
It didn't turn on.
It turned on and I moved it and everything, and then it just shut off. Y ya no se oyó la pompa cuando la.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Maybe a few or something.
Maybe a few, hopefully, because that bitch is loud. Like the fuel pump on that bitch is ridiculously loud. So it's not doing it anymore. Let me try it on. Maybe it was just. But it's been sitting for so long too.
Well, that's
another thing.
yeah. Hopefully it didn't take a shit though, because it is. Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, algo no.
The water thing.
Oh.
La pompa no, it ain't even trying to do anything. I'll check the fuses before anything.
Yeah, check the fuse. Usually it's like,
Yeah,
like even when you're inside, that bitch is stupid loud.
Es que it's on the frame también, güey.
Oh.
Like, it's right on the frame. So, it needs like some rubber isolators or something.
That's why it's so loud or what?
Sí, porque haz de cuenta retumba. I mean, it's still gonna be loud, pero como ahorita está en el frame,
Yeah.
haz de cuenta hace resonate. Es como si tuvieras un muffler en el frame.
Okay.
Hace resonate.
Sí, por eso soy de
Yeah.
más. Sí, sí, sí.
Pero it's gotta be a fuse. I'll check the fuses before anything. Y si no, pues then we're just gonna have to replace that.
What are we doing? Well, let's unload them and then we'll talk about what exactly we're doing to this one and then we'll go from there.
Y esta pues nomás vamos a checar la verdad.
Sí.
Dale una retonadita.
Sí.
Yeah.
Vamos a ponerle el tune otra vez que tenía para el traque.
Oh, yeah.
Porque de repente la llevamos para...
Sí.
There's a lot of 530 classes, 530 caps.
I know.
And this one, and they pay a lot of money, and this one runs 530s all day. So maybe we'll take this one. I mean, it's just been there, it's just been sitting there. I think it's time to bring it out. So this one will go 530s for sure. So we got to tune it and take it back to the track.
Take it back to the track.
Main reason we came over here with Flaco is to fix the issues that we've been having with skunk. The past couple of times that we've been going to the track, every time they floor it, it misfires, it backfires or whatever. And
It shuts off.
it shuts off, yeah. It backfires and it shuts off. And it was a cam sensor, right? Crank sensor.
It was losing sync on the crank sensor. Y le cambiamos el crank sensor una vez en el track and it still did the same thing.
So,
There's a couple things that could be. Puede ser either crank or cam it's not reading each other, or there's an issue with the reluctor wheel on the motor.
okay.
Puede que un dientito
Yeah.
or just something. So entonces lo que vamos a tener que hacer is we're gonna have to put a crank trigger. But the only difference that once I do a crank trigger, it's gonna add space to this, so I'm gonna have to space everything.
Space everything out. Space out the cord charger.
But before I do that, I'm gonna check wiring and check a couple things, make sure that there's no interference of a wire que esté pegando una ground o algo que la está haciendo que se
Oh, okay.
and if everything checks out okay, entonces, well then I'm gonna have to do a crank trigger.
A crank trigger.
Which is no big deal, it's just, you know, como tiene el Pro Charger y la banda y todo ese pedo,
Yeah.
well, haz de cuenta le agregas un cuarto de pulgada, se mueve, so entonces everything has to be moved over.
Yeah, if not, we're going to lose the
quarter of
bill.
an inch.
Right. If not, we'll lose the bill.
If not, it'll lose the bill.
Because it's not aligned.
I'll check everything, make sure the wiring y todo eso, ¿vale? Porque nunca se le ha checado nada de esta.
No, nothing.
Desde que
bro.
la compraste.
Yeah, no, it's always been just. I think we retuned it, and that was pretty
And
much
that's
it. We never made a full pass on this one, actually, never. And we were trying to do it last time with Machete, and Machete just embarrassed us. Embarrassed the truck, embarrassed himself, and embarrassed us. Once we get it fixed, we'll go to the track and see what this truck runs. I think it has a 570 in it. It is a LSX 427 F1 Pro Charger, 400 Holley E85. It does have cow tracks, sliders, and everything, so it should be able to run a pretty fast number. ¿Qué se está cayendo? Okay.
Pero no se cae porque tiene este.
Oh, okay.
Viene, no se cae.
Yeah. And then on the way over here, I think we fucked up the fuel pump, right?
The fuses are good. The relay clicks, pero no prende la fuel pump. So
Fuel pump.
either
How can you check if the fuel pump actually works? If you connect it.
power and ground directo.
Oh, okay.
If it doesn't turn on,
Then
it's fine.
it's fried.
If it turns on, well then there's something in between.
In between, okay. And then this truck's been sitting for so long too. E85, you get
Yeah, the filters get gunky.
Yeah, the
So,
gunky
I'm gonna have to clean them anyway. Both of them.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to clean them both. Pero sí, la voy a tener que checar directo a la punta.
Hopefully it works.
Hopefully it's good though. I mean,
it was on.
Yeah.
It was on, like literally, it was on, and before we put it on the trailer, it just turned off by itself. And now it doesn't want to turn on at all. But I think after this, it should be pretty much ready to go. It's just little things here and there we gotta go over with. Flaco's gonna see, make sure everything's 100%. Fix the little issues, which we bought the truck like this with the Pro Charger and the motor and everything. So Flaco was down there. He's seen a bunch of wires that probably don't need to be down there.
Yeah, I just gotta run through the wires. I gotta which will switch.
What is what?
It's got two relays down there, right there where the battery is, and I couldn't really tell where the one from the fuel pump was going to, so I gotta trace it back and make sure it didn't arc out in the frame or.
Okay. This one might need an oil change too. Oil. I don't think we've ever changed the oil on this one. We should change the oil on that one, but not on this one.
Nothing, we did change it.
You changed the oil on this one too? Oh, hace poquito ya did, right? Yeah, it has new oil.
Okay.
Yeah, it has new oil. Yeah. It's just real torquey, so it spins. Either that or go. We had slicks, now we got radials. Now we got radials.
Yeah, no, well, it was leaving last time.
But it was just shutting off.
Yeah, it was like middle of the racetrack, it was shut down.
True.
Because it would leave and it was fine, but middle of the racetrack, it was just like loose sync, loose RPM signal and everything, and then it would just shut off. Yeah. It would fire back up though, but it would just fire. It would just shut off.
Well, hopefully with the new stuff they were fixing to do to it, it'll fix the issues.
Mm-hmm. Well, once I have it here in the dyno, I mean, ya cuando esté jalando, I'll be able to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be able to tell.
So we're gonna work on this one, do that, and then on the Holly truck,
Clean the filters.
clean the filters, and then give it a nice.
Just put it back in the dyno. Ahorita tiene el road racing.
Yeah, it has the roll racing. Yeah.
It
But
did.
I think it's not. I mean, it's good and everything, but I just need to put it back on the track, right? I think so. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, I think so. It's dangerous in the streets. I'll just do the cars or the R8. We'll keep it for the street, but for this one, we're just gonna go back to the track. And like I said, I want to put it in the 530 cap. Talking about that, hey, we're done with the burnout pit. We're gonna throw a little party. Now I don't know when exactly, but I'm gonna throw a little party. So not a big party, but I'm gonna invite like bandas, Freddy, you know, some homies from the valley, and just go back there and fuck around. Then we got
behind the shop?
Behind the shop. Yeah. Let me show you a picture, bro. I seen a picture. Oh, look. The sick.
It's asphalt or concrete?
No, it's concrete. No, concrete. $100,000 of concrete in the back.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, it's expensive. Y pinté todo el shop negro.
Sí lo vi.
Mira.
I saw it. Vi una foto and I'm like, it's painted black.
Sí.
Se ve más con madre.
Se viene más verga, Simón.
Yeah, just let me know.
Ahorita nomás están haciendo ahí ese pedacito bodega. De eso lo pusieron ahora.
Yeah.
Y lo están poniendo toda la cerca.
Mm-hmm.
Y se va a hacer pinche pachangón ahí.
Yeah, let me know. Ya la pinche meters en las donas.
Yeah, so that will be here coming up in the next, probably like in 2 weeks. We're not ready yet 100%, but in 2 weeks, we're gonna get everybody gathered up together, and then we'll have a big ass party at the shop with a bunch of, it's gonna be a burnout party. Meanwhile,
Carne asada.
Carne asada for sure, yeah. Carne asada for sure. Meanwhile, Acosta Saucy give us some nice cinematics. All right, guys, well, that's pretty much it here. My boy Flaco, we're gonna be dropping off the Holly truck and Skunk. He's gonna work on this one first. This is the easy one. Just clean the fuel, change the tune, make sure the trans brake, everything works. He's gonna leave about 20 pounds for the street. And then once we go to the track, we'll turn it up. How many pounds can we go on this one? 30? 35? It's a Thompson 427 Iron Block.
Six
Six-spoke, yeah.
35 pounds.
35 pounds. What size of turbos we got?
72.
72s.
So S73. S372.
Force induction.
Force induction.
Force induction. Yeah, but the turbos are new on this one. We just swapped out the turbos. So he's gonna work on this one, and then that one is a little bit more. Fuel pump maybe took a shit. Hopefully not. He's gonna check it, direct power, see if it works. If not, we're gonna order one from Summit, and then the other stuff you had ordered the stuff that we needed, right? To make it work, to swap that out, and so this one's we'll probably pick this one up first, and then that one, and then maybe one of these days, probably next week or the following, we can go to the track and take this one and that one and see what they're gonna do. This one should run 550s, 530s. I think last time it ran like a 530, 540 with the other turbos. Maybe go a little faster now. I got bigger turbos. Maybe turn it up a little bit more. And that one has never made a full pass at all, and we're not gonna let Machete drive it no more. I'm gonna have to jump on it and see if we can go a 570 at least, or I mean, the goal is 570. We will be extremely happy if it runs a 550, but I don't know. 550 is.
I think it's pushing.
It's pushing it, right?
I think so.
570s, 580s?
Yeah, because I don't even remember how much boost that thing makes. I don't think it makes a lot of boost.
You don't think so?
I don't think it makes a whole lot.
I don't know. It's probably an old ass Pro Charger too.
Well, just the pulley configuration. I just don't think that it makes a lot of boost.
Okay.
I want to say that thing only makes like 17 or so pounds of boost.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you know.
We will have to change the pulley, right?
Eventually. If it only makes that, well, obviously to make more power in esa, we need more boost.
Yeah.
Pero, you know, we'll try whatever it's got and we'll go from there.
Well,
It still
then-
should go those numbers.
All right, well, I'm gonna go up a little bit. 6.0s. 570s is already, yeah, because of the pulley. That's right. It's not like the turbo where you can just turn it up.
Yeah.
You know, that one you gotta turn it up in the computer, but you also gotta get the pulley and everything because it's a pulley driven. It's a pro charger. It's not a turbo, so everything superchargers, pro chargers is pulley driven. So you gotta be changing pulleys and shit. Well, it's a smaller pulley, right?
Yeah, you put a smaller pulley on top or a bigger pulley in the bottom.
And then it'll just make it turn
Yeah,
more,
makes
and it gives you more and more and more boost.
Como una bike.
Sí, ándale.
Como una bike.
Sí, exacto.
Más chiquito
exacto.
enfrente, más atrás y más hecho madre.
You gotta know what you're doing, yes. And then next time, maybe we're gonna take one of these dogs. Because Flaco has a bunch of dogs out here.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Look at that. Every time I come, there's a new set of puppies. New set of puppies every time.
Yeah, a bunch of dogs.
Perrillos cogelones.
Sí.
Yeah. Ven todos.
All right, let's go back to the shop.
We brought it to you. Oh, what you want? Oh shit, ain't got no brakes. What you want?